Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Please feel free to sit back, relax, and stop to smell the roses for a little while. I hope you're all doing well today. The ads, the cursed ads. We won't get too started before they run through, probably. Might be able to do it the quick lore bit. But congratulations, Val, on the first. Thank you all for being here. I'm not sure that we will make an iron farm, honestly. Crimey River. As much as they can be useful in like game modes like Skyblock, part of what I enjoy about Minecraft so much is the exploration aspect. So if I don't, it feels like decentivizing almost to play that world when it's like, oh, this is all automated. I don't have to go find things anymore. And also just because iron farms in and of themselves are very, they're not something Lottie would use. There's certain farms that's like, well, it's redstone. Yeah, that makes sense. You could just do that. Iron farms are kind of just torture farms. And I don't think she would, character-wise. But yes, we won't get too far into the adventure. We're like all prepped and ready to go. Basically, I did that off screen. But let me see if we can very quickly switch over and get that lore bit done before the ad break starts. If it does start, I will just wait. But, oh, nope. All right. We're just hanging out, guys. We can just sit here and chat for a second. Apologies to those of you who have the ads. The only way to keep pre-rolls off. I don't like making them that long either. But yes, we've got some extra food just kind of going in that furnace over there. We have plenty right now, as you can see by all the chicken and stuff that we just got. But it wouldn't hurt to have some extra, like a stack of baked potatoes just to have. Welcome in, Mama Loki. I hope you're doing well today. I'm sure you've noticed. Today's the high energy Vocaloid playlist because I stayed up way too late playing Jackbox with friends last night. Like, I didn't go to bed until after 1 in the morning, so I'm very tired. The hype playlist is necessary for caving. This is how we get through, we power through. But I'm doing pretty well, all things considered, Mama Loki. I'm glad that you're doing all right. I'm just sleepy. I'll be fine after. No, yeah, it's like I am so tired. I stayed up way too late and tired. It's going to be very hot soon. But I didn't want to not stream today, especially since I can't stream tomorrow because the dogs are getting groomed. And that's just one of those things that I don't really have... we don't know for sure when they get done. It really depends on how the dogs before them behave, how sometimes they behave. They're normally good. But every dog has a bad day. Sometimes they're just like, I don't want to do it today. So there's no way of really knowing when a grooming appointment will be done for sure. So it's like one of those, well, everything after this time is just up in the air. I can't schedule a stream around that. But I will be sure to send pictures of the freshly groomed and fluffy puppies in the Discord so that you can all see them with their little bandanas and such. I will say, it's very funny. Our local pet store that we get them groomed at, because we really do like the groomers there, they always are very good about it. Like, the first time they did this, it was just during Pride Month, so we were like, yeah, okay, of course they're doing rainbow bandanas. I find it hysterical that my wife and I, every time, they're like, oh, we know what you are, / positive, because they have never not gotten rainbow bandanas. They get rainbow bandanas year-round. It's really funny. It's like, okay, yeah, I suppose we kind of gave the game away when, even if only one of the dogs has to go get groomed, we're both there. But I do hope you're able to get some rest soon, Mama Loki. I feel you. It's just so, it's like, ooh, I'm sleepy. But we have caving to do, and it's gonna be fun. I love caving. I'm excited to get back underground and to go find a cave somewhere, because I'm not gonna just go under here. We've kind of exhausted a lot of the resources down below our base. So it's one of those things. It's just like, well, there's not much point. I'd be strip mining. And strip mining for iron, of all things. Like, if it was diamonds, that's one thing. But iron? No. It would just be faster to go find a cave. And more interesting, frankly. I like to explore, what can I say? It's almost like I did a marathon of 12 hours of just exploration. But welcome back from the ads, everyone. Let me know if you guys are back so that we can do the lore thing. Because I know it'll say, and sometimes they take a little longer. Just want to make sure that I don't read this without you guys. I think we should be good. A lot of it is Hatsune Miku Kaimi River, yeah. Not all of it. There's Taito and a lot of Vocaloid adjacent songs, but it's my high energy Vocaloid playlist because I stayed up till like 1 a.m. last night and I'm gonna need it to get through caving today. But yes, welcome back. And now we can read the lore before we go caving. You know, I am just now realizing I forgot to write it in my book. Oopsie doopsies. I put it in the Google Doc. Hold on. Because I have a doc that just has all of the entries. You guys get to watch a little bit of the process there. 06. And yes, that was one of the Project Voltage Vocaloid Hatsune Miku songs. I love Project Voltage. Okay. Let me start a new page. You guys get to see me do this because I normally type this beforehand, but I'm tired. Again, apologies there. I've already written it on a document because I made sure to do that, but let's get this real quick now. And then I'll read it for you. But no, yeah, apologies, guys. I thought I had already done this, or I would have. Alas. There's always a bit of scuff and streams sometimes, such as life. I finally think I figure out the right output gain level for audio, and it's like, ah, yes, you've forgotten to write in the journal. Thank you, Mama Loki. I appreciate you. Almost there. Welcome in, the Chaos Skelly. It's good to see you, Jack. Hope you're doing well today. You're here in time for the lore. I stayed up way too late last night and forgot to type this into the journal pre-stream, so you're getting a little behind the scenes here. Enjoy your daily treat. There we go. Now we can read it. We are back on. Our village's camel sanctuary is well underway, and I couldn't be happier about how things are coming along. There's nothing quite like a big project to distract myself from more troubling thoughts. Unfortunately, the tools needed for a project of this size have eaten through my iron supply, so it will have to be put on the hold for now. My plan is to venture out, find a cave that we haven't explored yet, and collect as much iron as I possibly can. I'm honestly unsure of how much I'll need to finish this project, and I'd rather have too much than too little. I could always strip mine for it, but these camels have been through enough. They've already survived a lengthy, treacherous journey to get here, and I want to get the sanctuary built as soon as possible. As helpful as... There we go. Typos. Hello, this is Wild Sam. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Oh, hello, come in, Luffy. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. And we are currently logging our journal because I stayed up way too late last night and I forgot to put in my journal entry that I wrote before stream, but we are doing our little lore journal, and then we're going to be out caving and getting iron today. Okay, I'm going to have to rewrite a little bit of this here. The iron golems that watch over this village. There we go. There we go. Fix that. Sorry about that, guys. But yay! Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. The lore journals are so much fun, and I enjoy getting to tie everything together through them. I like getting to use my creative writing skills this way. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. I'm glad that you enjoy it. And not a problem at all, Luffy. I appreciate your lurking. But that's so weird that it didn't want to type that, even though it fits fine. There we go. Okay. You know what? Yeah, especially since I had to fix it, I can absolutely read through from the beginning. Not a problem, Wild. The little typos there. We'll do a quick read through and then we'll be out there. Our village's camel sanctuary is well underway, and I couldn't be happier about how things are coming along. There's nothing quite like a big project to distract myself from more troubling thoughts. Unfortunately, the tools needed for a project of this size have eaten through my iron supply, so it will have to be put on hold for now. My plan is to venture out, find a cave that we haven't explored yet, and collect as much iron as I possibly can. I'm honestly unsure of how much I'll need to finish this project, and I'd rather have too much than too little. I could always strip mine for it, but these camels have been through enough. They've already survived a lengthy, treacherous journey to get here, and I want to get the sanctuary built as soon as possible. As helpful as it would be to gather more deep slate for the village walls, strip mining would take too long. So for now, I'll leave these camels under the careful guard of Gizmo, our pack of wolves, and the iron golems that watch over this village. I'll be back before long, and soon we can truly begin our work on pulling these beautiful creatures back from the brink of extinction. Because, I don't know if you were here for that whole debacle, or if what you've seen. We did get the camels, finally. After that 12-hour marathon thing, we did get the camels. They were 25,000 blocks away, and collectively we searched over 60,000 blocks before finding a desert of a size large enough to find camels. So clearly they're an endangered species in this world. And we have to build a sanctuary to save them. It was such an ordeal. but I am nothing if not stubborn. So I was like, let's go. But yes, I will tuck my little book and quill away here. But thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. And I don't know if you're in the Discord, but I do post all of the journal entries there after streams, so you can keep up with all of the lore easily. I'll do Discord for you guys. If that link should work. If it doesn't, let me know and I can fix it. And I don't currently do like YouTube other than uploading my VODs, which I need to get back on doing. I've got to cut my stream in half, but I do have a channel and I am planning to do videos. I've got a series coming up actually that I plan on doing videos for, and plan on doing like some video exclusive content, even though I'm going to probably be streaming for it too. It's just a matter of getting there. But there's plans. Most certainly there's plans. And ooh, that's so fun, Mama Locally. I'm glad that you're doing lore journals for Nuclear SMP. That's a lot of fun. For context, everyone, Moth, my lovely wife, has to show me how to use the editing program that she went to school for, because it's hostile to new users, and we just haven't had time because we just moved houses. But yes, I wanted to show you, this is the beginnings of our camel sanctuary. We're doing like this kind of whole, it's a big area, and we're going to be adding lots of sand piles and diverse, I'm just kind of getting the actual area laid out for the ground. But because I'm terraforming so much, I've eaten through my entire iron supply. Doing it. So it's time to go exploring and caving for a bit, so that we can replenish that. But yes, thank you. And I'm really excited for the camel sanctuary specifically. I'm gonna be planting like the acacia trees in there. I'm going to be doing an awning with like stained glass with like celestial patterns. I want to do like a sun over a certain area, maybe some other like little designs up top that acts as both the rain roof and a really pretty little design above. Because obviously this isn't a desert and they'd get rained on, and they're not going to appreciate that very much. Like realistically, would they not care? No. But thank you for that follow, Wild Sam. I'm glad that you are enjoying the stream. Appreciate you. But no, yeah, the interconnected lore in this world, not just this world, but for Lottie in general, is something that I'm very excited to delve more into. I've got a lot of upcoming projects that we are actively working on getting off the ground right now that will delve into that even further. Oh, hello. You could see the Enderman stuff here. Aw, thank you. I really appreciate that, Wild Sam. That means a lot. If you're enjoying the Forever world, just a little hint, hint, nudge, nudge. These worlds are connected. These worlds are connected. All the lore is connected. It's just a matter of I'm telling stories like in a non-strictly linear fashion. And I have a document that tells me exactly when each series and event takes place. But you get to see how she's shaped by things and how that affects. And it's like, it's just, oh, it's so fun. It's all connected. Multiversal, it's all connected. I'm getting to stretch my storytelling skills because I went to college for that. I went to school and got a bachelor's in English with professional writing emphasis. And I love writing so much, and I love telling stories. And Minecraft is such a fun way to do that sometimes. So I was like, why wouldn't I lean into that, you know? I have been in this village before, as is evidenced by the fact that there are no hay bales or anything in it. Aw, thank you. I'm glad that you also enjoy writing. We love supporting creativity here. Storytelling is just so fun. There's so much you can do with a well-written story. There's so much you can do with stories that even aren't quote-unquote well-written. The people you can reach, the stories you can tell, it's such an important thing. And especially in times like now where people are trying to use shortcuts like AI. We do not support generative AI whatsoever. The art of storytelling can be really lost if people aren't careful. And welcome in, Flurbenchmob. Hope you're having a good day. Exactly. It's like there is nothing AI can do that a person cannot do better. Art of storytelling, art in general is such an important human thing. And to take the, you know, to take the deliberate, like the choices out of it, the way that people choose to tell these stories and the thought behind it is just no. And hey, not a problem at all, Zam. Good luck with your project. I hope it goes well. It's all good. We appreciate our lurkers. Of course. That's a big old cave. I feel like surely I would have been in there. It's such an egregiously large cave, but I don't see any signs of me having been there. I kind of want to go. I've got to go check it out and see what's in there. Could be that just the difficult way to access it might have kept me from it. I feel you, Mama Loki, and yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, why would you ever do that? Why would one ever do that when they're perfectly capable of doing it themselves? And it would, in fact, be better for it. Let me eat something, you little jerks. Yeah, it's. I love that Moth doesn't even go there. Like, she's just here because she's my wife and she supports me. But the Hey Gemini jokes got her too. Humor is how we cope. Gotta get a little silly with it sometimes. But no, yeah, it's like, man. And Sam, I would normally, I say this just as reference, I normally do play Musie's music right now. Stream Musie music all the time. Support her forever. I'm just so tired today that I'm like, I need my high energy Vocaloid playlist or I simply may not make it through the stream. Because I stayed up till 1 a.m. and it was a poor decision with morning stream. I knew, but it was so much fun to play with my friend, to play video games with my friend. That is so funny. Yeah, we were like very much in the SBK sphere over here. We love SBK. We raid out to SBK. In fact, Acorn's supposed to, all things, supposed to be back from visiting little nephew Acorn today. And I intend to raid out into her, assuming that all goes to plan. And oh, I love that. Wild Sam, that's so much fun. But no, yes, assuming all goes to what was planned, that is the goal today. Especially because I want to say thank you. Acorn raided into me on my 12-hour marathon stream to celebrate affiliate and everything right before I had to take a break, unfortunately, because since you're new, we had a carpenter, quote unquote, who decided he was going to remove all our doors and stuff and then just disappeared. Just disappeared. And so I couldn't stream because I had no doors or sound control or door frames for like 3 months. And then Moth and I got so mad that we bought a whole house about it. But hey, it turned out for the better. And oh, that's really sweet, Mama Loki. But no, yeah, I feel that. It's like they're so supportive, genuinely, of fandom spaces. And and people who support them. And it's like, yes, we love to see it. We love SBK. But no, yeah, it was something else, Wild Sam. It was something else. We did. It was just like, we got so mad that we were like, wouldn't it be funny if we just bought a house? And we were like, this won't happen, surely. But we started looking because we were like, well, it doesn't hurt to look. It never hurts to look. And then we actually found an estate sale at a reasonable price. And we were like, oh, maybe this could be real. And then it was. Those doors and door frames are still not there. Which is honestly the funniest part of this whole thing to me. Like, how did we manage to renovate a whole house before you did that? No, yeah. He was being sneaky. I'm normally a better shot than this. You're being really erratic, thank you. He blended in with all the diorite. Okay, I need to make sure that this is a stair. Hey! Okay, it's just the areas. He really is. He was just like, hey, watch this. Trick shot. Okay. There we go. Chicken. But no, yeah, now we have a house and the puppies are very, very happy about the house in the backyard that we are getting fenced in. So I cannot complain. But no, yeah, he really was just like, let me flex on you real quick. And he was moving in all sorts of erratic patterns. It's like, why are you just can you relax? Hello, zombies. There we go. That's more like it. Where's the other zombie at? Could be over here. Ooh, there's a lot of iron over here, so I'm not gonna complain. He really was, though. He was just like, all right, we're just gonna 360 no-scope you real quick, like, casual-like. Okay, now that we're actually getting into a cave, and it does look like it's gonna go down into a cave. Let's do a quick little, my infamous little hole-in-the-wall strategy here, where I set up a spawn so that even if the worst were to happen, I can just be right back here. And also because it gives me an opportunity to smelt some of the iron, because I'm going to need it. Let's make a quick little door moment. Oh ho ho. Side quest, grab a flower after I exit the cave? I can do that. Sounds like a plan to me, Riven. Let me grab. Hello, Green Bean. Hi, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today, everyone. Let's get this iron, because I'm going to need more tools. And then I don't mind venturing out a little bit further while I wait on that to smell. Fight my way through a bit here. I think there's a zombie in a wall somewhere. It's like, oh, there you are. You're down there. Nice. See, I'm normally a good shot. I think this is. I honestly could not tell you the name in English, unfortunately. This is a Kariki Bear song, but it's all in kanji on the playlist. I do share my playlist on Discord if you want to join to find them. But let me do this real quick. I've got to figure out a way to get a thing that displays the song on the stream. Yeah. It's Kariki Bear. But yeah, we're on the high energy Vocaloid playlist for caving today because I stayed up too late last night. So I'm a little tired. Ooh, this is a really cool looking dripstone cave, actually. I am a big fan of this cave system. Look at that. That's pretty. There's a lot of really interesting caves near the village. Okay, let's grab. Yeah, there is seriously a zombie on a wall somewhere. Welcome in, Alora Minty. I hope you're doing well today. Good to see you, Alora. Okay, got some iron. Now I can make a new axe. Or pickaxe, rather. I appreciate you, Alora. You're a real one. I hope you have a good time at your grandmother's house. Okay, I think we're good there. Let us venture forth. You are seriously definitely in the wall. But whatever. You can hang out in the wall, I suppose. For those of you who are new, I have a caving system thing, a little caving trick for navigation purposes. I always stick torches to the right side of the wall. Primarily because I started doing this before you get offhand torches anyway, and I like to have a shield when I'm caving. And it allows you to very easily tell which way you came from, so you're always at least heading in the right direction. Sometimes you have to light up the floor on the ground, but I just make sure it's on the ground. So that's easy to tell, like, hey, yeah, I was just kind of cutting through the area there. Navigation tips with Charlotte. Because I love to cave. Okay. And I do love that we're already down to deep slate. Like, this is a deep cave. Didn't expect us to find a good one, like, right away. Yeah, I'll probably be in the cave for a bit. That's most of what we're doing today, but it's not a problem at all, Riven. I hope you have a good one. Ooh, there's more iron up there. I didn't even see that. Gamers, don't look up. Okay. There we go. Man, look at the cave ambiance in this place is unmatched. I love dripstone caves. I love all that they've added with caves. There's a drowned somewhere nearby. That's funky. There's a drowned somewhere really nearby. Must be water down here. That's crazy. Okay. I do love that for some reason all of the mobs in this place, not all of them, but a good chunk of them are just in very awkward spawns. Like zombies and walls and drowned beneath chunks of dripstone. What are we doing here, guys? This is your home. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, lovely. I wanted to avoid this. I don't want more Skulk. I'm too tired for Skulk. Hold on, if I'm going to go that kind of deep, I need to prep a little bit more. I'm not opposed to doing some reckless, silly stuff, but oh yeah, Moth has been obsessed with Deadest Disco lately, and honestly, for good reason. It looks like a really fun game. Rhythm games are hard to stream. A lot of times they don't, because the issue is that if it stays, it's like, I do love a good rhythm game. Project Diva, my beloved, but alas. People get touchy about rhythm games when you stream them. They're mad. You can't separate the audio track, really. But you know, Deadest Disco does have a streamer mode, so maybe someday. But I'd probably wait until the full game came out. Just, you know, as much as I do enjoy seeing all the demo stuff. Oh, is this where all the drowned are? No, it looks like it's just glow squid, at least at first glance. Let me see what's under here. Whole lot of nothing. No exposed iron, no ores. Okay. No, yeah, it's like I'm not opposed. That's so fair, Moth, don't worry. Moth has wife privileges and is privy to some extra lore bits. But yeah, hold on. Let me get my stuff put away. I'm gonna make chests. The whole kit and caboodle here. Because if I'm gonna go do some reckless, silly stuff, I'd rather have as minimal loss as possible. Which is why I do the little hole in the wall strategy to begin with. Okay, let's get this all put away in my little hideaway hole. We'll get more iron, which is beautiful. This is already, we're almost up to a stack. It's been very, very profitable. Stonks. Okay, put that away. Don't really need it. This is kind of just junk, but I might need little bits and bobs over here. want to have some because I'm going to go through a ton of torches down there. I already know it. But let me seep. Make sure that we are good. Because this is about to be... I love how I really am just... It's impossible for me to go caving without somehow tripping and landing face first into the deep dark. It always happens. I know it's more common in mountains, and I do love mountains. But the fact that it seems to happen almost every single time, multiple times, it's something else. It becomes funny at a certain point. It's like, well, how do you keep doing that? Why does this keep happening to me? There's Skulk right there. I'm gonna try to be careful at first. There's a lot of mobs over there too. Okay, let's see what's down here. Kind of work our way down a little bit here. Slowly, steadily, cautiously. Because as the fact that I'm going to have to add a whole redeem about it in Dredge says, I am a bit of a weenie. I'm like, I don't like taking risks like that if there's stakes. Cautious. But to be fair, the Skulk stuff is objectively a little spooky. Just the warden in general, really. And it is so strong. You have to be really careful about any shriekers. I haven't found any yet. That doesn't mean there won't be. Just why I'm kind of like really cautiously poking and breaking everything. Ooh. Oh, there's a shrieker over there somewhere. Don't like that. I mean, it's cool that we found diamonds. Okay, it's a diamond. Singular diamond. Can I get away with going this way, or are you gonna shriek again? Okay, that's a little better. I mean, hey, we came looking for iron and we're finding diamonds too, so that's cool. Can always use more diamonds. Let's see. Looks like it's some sort of lava pit, probably. Yeah. Looks like there's right over there. You're a shrieker. That's dangerous. Okay. Okay. Right, that doesn't set off the shrieker over here. I just have to go more this way. Being a little bold with it. There's a lot of good stuff that you can find in the deep dark, just by virtue of how deep it is. So I would like to explore it if I can get away with it. This is... Man, look at the cave. Just how big this place is. It never fails to amaze me. The generation in modern Minecraft is something else. Welcome in, man. And yeah, it really is. It's such a big cave. I have, as always, found myself in the deep dark somehow. But we found 6 diamonds, and we've got like a stack of, not quite, it was like 40-something iron smelting back at our little hidey hole that I made sure to go drop stuff off at before going deeper. I was like, ooh. Yikes. That's 2 strikes. Okay, it's time for me to retreat. Okay, time to pull out, guys. Now we can go over land. Find another cave that is hopefully further from hills and the deep dark. Because we still definitely need to be doing more caving, but... There we go. A witch? Are you kidding me? You little rascal. Ow. The witch fell into the pit. Now I have slowness. Rich. Okay. You know, all things considered, successful first cave. Very successful first cave. I'm still in the cave, but I'm about to leave it, so you came back just in time, Ribbon. I will be running to grab that flower from the challenge that you made in un momento. I feel that, man. All right, sounds like a plan, Ribbon. Let me make sure, yeah. Make sure it's daytime. Congratulations on that 20 stream streak, man. I appreciate you so very much. Okay. Let's get back to the surface now. That feels a little cheap, but I didn't, to be fair, I didn't even remember that there were flowers there. I got lucky. A bunch of flowers. Ah! And not a problem at all, Mayanne. Enjoy dinner. I hope it goes well. Speaking of dinner, Moth is growing too powerful. We've been binge watching MasterChef a bunch. And the butter-basted steak that they make is delightful. And we had it for dinner last night alongside some like brownie mug cakes. And it was delightful. Sounds like a plan, Ribbon. This doesn't look like it's going to be much of a cave. But you can find iron really close to the surface sometimes. So I try to poke my head in even little, the smaller looking holes. Oh, Riven. Absolutely. Not a problem. Sorry about that. Thank you for telling me. Let's get out of this little hole real quick before I get mob pitted. Ow. to make another shield. Let's get to the surface and get some wood for that, actually. Because I'm pretty much out of it. There's plenty of trees. Okay. Let's grab some more oak right here. Okay. Take some of this stuff away. Toss the oak sapling. Tuck that away. New shield. Okay. Back in we go. There we go. Let's see. What's down here? Any iron? Any luck with iron? Let's see. What all is in here? Okay. Want to make that a clear turning point. Oh, yay! Bring it back down to a normal. Let's grab some more iron here. Okay, this is very, very dripstone heavy. Oh no, Mama Loki. I hope you feel better. Stomach issues are never fun. Especially when it's one of those, man, I maybe shouldn't have made that decision that I made. It's like, oh, this was all avoidable. I am the arbiter of my own suffering. Okay, yeah. I didn't think this didn't feel like much of an actual cave. Oh no, death. That's strong. Wow, where did you come from? Hello? dropping on my head. This is so well lit, too. Genuinely, where did you come from? I guess you could have come from over here. I forget how well zombies can sniff you out. It's kind of weird. Zombies are to players like wolves are to sheep. In this game, at least, you know. I don't think there's really anything here. Yeah, I'm going back to the surface. It's just a noodly little cave. That's what I thought it would probably be. But hey. Nothing wrong with also exploring the noodly little cave. We still did get a bit of iron. Please, let me rest. There we go. Sorry for the ads, everyone. I appreciate those of you who have to stick through them, especially. I won't be doing too much, just gonna be working on getting to the next spot. Looking for a new cave, nothing to miss. Alright, let's get over here. Some pretty horses. You know, I could always... That might be a little side quest. I might get a horse. Because I only have the one horse back in our stables. And I think there were cows. Were there cows up here? Let me pop up here real quick to see. No, it was pigs. The warm weather variants all look so similar. I don't dislike that about them, but it does feel true all the same. There's cows over there. I'll go grab the cows real quick. Just because it's more likely to get leather than the horses. And I always feel bad if I have to kill the horses. I don't want to do that. More likely to get the leather I need this way. And I'll get beef, if nothing else. I could use more food on my travels. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Let's go back over there then. Can make a saddle. Because it doesn't hurt to bring back another horse. And also because I really, really like the white and black horse. Like, you are such a pretty horse. Ooh, you're speedy too. This is gonna be a fast horse. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. Thank you for sticking through. I appreciate you. This is a stubborn horse. Unfortunately for you, I am made of a more stubborn horse. There we go. Oh yeah, you're a fast one. You'll be spared, for you have the baby. Okay. Speedy and stubborn. Aren't all the best horses. I miss riding horses. Fun Charlotte lore. When I was younger, I used to do horseback riding. In fact, I was in a rodeo. I did barrel racing. And my usual horse was not even available for the barrel racing because we didn't own horses, but I had a trainer. And she moved to Texas, which is why I couldn't do it anymore. But the mare that I normally rode on was pregnant during that time. So I obviously couldn't ride the mare. And I rode a stallion instead. It was really fun. Like, obviously it wasn't anything too serious because I was 10 whole years old. But they thought I was adorable for being involved. And I won $10 in a chocolate bar, quote unquote won, which as a 10-year-old is like winning the lottery. Especially since back then $10 meant something. So that was a lot of fun. It's like back then $10 would actually buy you a toy. Now, Martha and I almost lost our minds over the our lucky find of the $10 steaks that were like drastically on sale. We were so excited. It's like, man, you don't see stuff like that anymore. Which is why we had steaks last night. We were just getting groceries and the cuts were on major sale because they were gonna be like, their Best By day was in like 2 days, but you can freeze it. It's no big deal. And it also just so happened that that specific cut was on sale that week, just in general. So we got double sale prices, discount and sale, and it's like, yeah. Have I been to this village? This is a very treacherous place for you. Sir, there's always another way. Sir, please step away from the lava. Sir. I don't think you can lead villagers, but I feel like I ought to. This feels like an intervention type of yeah, thank you. It's like, this feels like the sort of situation you need to intervene in immediately. You are so valid and real for that, Mama Loki. Yeah, exactly. I get you. It's like it used to mean something. It really did. Both the man for his own safety. Ah, he's wandered off. Okay, he's climbing the hill. It's no big deal anymore. Seems. The little fountain. I don't think I've seen this village. It's a very weird, funky generation. No, yeah, I definitely haven't. Because you know how I am about hay bales. And if I had found this village, there would be no hay bales in it. Alright, time to tie my horse here. And really search around. Scrounge around. But yeah, I feel that though. Literally, Moth was talking to one of their coworkers, and they were like talking about, oh, it'd be really cool if once we get maybe our basement waterproofed, which is gonna take a while. But if we did, you know, maybe it'd be cool to have like retro gaming stuff down there. And one of their coworkers turned to them and with complete and utter sincerity said, "Oh, like the Wii?" And we both took 1 million poison damage. It's like the Wii. And I know, technically, but in my heart, no, you can't call the Wii retro. It's the Wii. The Wii was like my big gaming console. It was the only console that I really played because I'm mostly a handhelds and Nintendo kind of person. Oh, this is a funky little house. The Wii. Exactly. It's like the Wii. Don't call the Wii retro, please. Immediately aged 5,000 years. It's like I'm not even 30. You can't be calling the Wii retro on me. You're fine, Ma. Don't worry. I'm just glad the puppies are behaving. Just everything curdles. It's like, what? The Wii. Please, you cannot be talking about the... Man, it's like people don't know about family videos anymore. Family videos and the fact that you got free rentals for bringing in your report cards and free rental for every A. It was beautiful. We watched so many free movies and tested so many games before we bought them. And it's like genuinely a little bit sad that none of that stuff's around anymore. We have something near us that used to be a family video, but I simply cannot say what it is, unfortunately, because if someone were to find it, it would dox us very quickly, because I don't know that there's another one of these in the entire world. And I would like to think that there isn't, because it is such a weird thing to have become. It's like, it's a shame. It's really, really funny. But unfortunately, that would bring people way too close if they managed to find it. But no, yeah, it's like, there's just always something very strange about seeing buildings, like, of something that no longer exists, like that shape, that distinct shape, you know exactly what it used to be. And now it's just not that anymore, and people aren't gonna, growing up, like, the other generations aren't gonna see it as those things anymore. They're not gonna know. It's kind of crazy. It's like, man, I feel old. Oh, hello, puppies. You spawned in a weird spot. This is, like, barely forest. I guess you wandered out of it, but still. Hello, more puppies. There's lots of puppies around. Sorry, I'm not puppy questing right now. You're not puppies that I don't have. There we go. Let's see. Haven't really seen any obvious caves around. I'm kind of just adventuring a little bit to see if we could find any other exposed areas. Like, we won't go too far. Because that's not the point of today. We're not just exploring. We're looking for caves. But though there's a wanderlust in me, I do so love to just go somewhere and see what's out there. This is why I was very easily able to, like, even when Moth and I were long distance, I was just like, yeah, sure, it's like 12-hour drive to get there, but whatever, man. I would put on this playlist, like the Vocal Aid playlist, and just go. I don't mind a good road trip. I like to wander, to go and explore. Crafting in the vines. I sure am. Today's a Minecraft day. It's normal. To be fair, it's normally Minecraft day. Welcome in, Steen, the Visionary. Hope you're doing well today, by the way. But yeah, right now, today, we are looking for iron because we need more for tool purposes. We're building a camel sanctuary, and all the terraforming and resource gathering is just eating through our iron supply. And I don't really like to make, like, iron farms too much. So. Actually, hold. This is a really good spot to grab sand, because sand is something I'm going to need a whole lot of for the camel sanctuary. And if I see a cache of it like this, I would be silly to not grab it while I'm out here. I mean, I might as well. It's all right here and exposed. That's a very easy place to gather it, especially since there are no deserts in this world. Cannot believe it took us 60,000 blocks to find camel. To find a singular desert. Yeah, there's some sand. And if we end up filling up the inventory with sand, we could just head back before heading back out again. It's no big deal. I love Wildfire. It's such a song. Song has been stuck in my head for so long. It always is. Some part of me is like, ooh. Man, it goes down to sandstone. That's funky. Let's grab all the sand. Let's go. Man, this really is just a massive beach. There's so much sand here. I'll sort my inventory a bit once I've filled it up. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to head back just to drop off all this sand. God. Not a bad problem to have. Because this sanctuary really, it's gonna take so much sand. It's like all the sand on the ground to begin with, yes, but then the stained glass rain roof and everything. Ooh. Just gonna have to double it. Grab all. We're gonna go through a whole other iron shovel at this rate. I think we might. There we go. Nice. And this is just the absolute jackpot. Go back, take the horse back. But I really don't have a lot that can go away. Is the part that's like, well, I can consolidate that, put this away, the apples away, I suppose. That's about it. So I'm just gonna have to gather the sand that I can. Absolutely beautiful. So much sand. The mother lode. I love just watching the little mini map in the corner, watching the sand disappear and be replaced with stone is really funny to me. There we go. Back to gathering sand. This is so much sand for our project too. All just in one spot. Yippee. Yeah, I guess we'll have that as a little side note while we're exploring and looking for caves as well. That if we do find sand caches like this, well, one might as well take advantage of it. There's no reason not to. That's just less that we'll have to do resource gathering next time. It means we can go straight into building a bit more. Terraforming and building. Which is always. This is just so many stacks of sand. It took us ages to get this much when we were just cruising the shoreline bits. I've gone through 2 iron shovels just gathering the sand. That's crazy. Let's make another one. This is such a high energy song for sand gathering too. I love it. Just bopping along as it goes. Two-faced lovers, how I love you so. Such a good song. You're almost to the point of no more. We will not be able to fit much more. But to be fair, we have pretty much cleared out this entire area. There's a little bit here and there that we're not gonna be able to take with us, but the vast majority of this little bundle of sand is just coming back with us. Okay. Take the bed with me. I don't think, yeah, I've got the food here. I can actually get more. And my horse is not going to be able to go too far that I wouldn't find it, so I'll just gather the rest of this real quick. It's a very exposed area. Horse will not be able to get far. Almost. Hello, Rich. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. We're caving for iron, but we have our little pause here because, as you can see, we found the mother lode of all sand caches on a little beach here. So it's like, well, we might as well collect this for the camel sanctuary while we're out. Right. Fill up our inventory with sand and head back before heading back out to a cave again. Look in a different direction. We have had a really productive day, though. We found 6 diamonds. We've got, like, even after making shovels for all this stuff, we've got like 50 more iron. It's going well. We stumbled into the deep dark again because I always seem to do that. It's like I would have explored further because it was an absolutely massive cave, but the shriekers got set off twice, and I was like, all right, it's time to bail. And ooh, congratulations. I'm glad you got back to the errands. They all went well. Yeah, I feel you. We're not gonna like travel very far for the 4th. To be fair, we're not really the type to celebrate it all that much, but it is a family gathering time. So it's like initially I thought I was gonna be streaming that day. Not anymore, it seems. Mother-in-law wanted us to come, so it's like, okay. I'm certainly not opposed. I know a lot of people are going to be busy on that day anyway, at least on the American side of things. To be fair, it's normally earlier, but barbecues and all that stuff normally happens early too. It's like I enjoy eating food with family members. I do not enjoy the rest of everything else. But yes, I hope your travels go well. Be safe and careful, especially because people tend to drive a little recklessly around holidays. everyone thinks that they need to be wherever they're going immediately. That's fair. That's the best way to do it if you have to go somewhere far enough to warrant it, that's for sure. I'm glad that you will be safe then. As you can see, we also found a new horse while we were out and about. And it's like, well, we might as well. It's a speedy horse. We found some villages. It's been a very productive stream so far, especially since it hasn't been that long. Some very pretty areas around here too. That little island with the trees is so cute. Looks like the sun is setting soon. Right, Ridge? The itty bitty island is so cute. If it wasn't so far away, I'd want to build something there. But it is a little bit. It's a little ways away. Like, we haven't gone far, but it's still a pretty fair distance. Maybe someday. This is a forever world. I'll be expanding out a good bit over time. So someday, I'm sure we will return to this itty bitty island. I would like to think so. Exactly. A little island outpost would be really cute. Making little shacks and stuff along the waterways. Okay, it's getting dark. All the puppies that are spawning on this mountain is really cool. Like, I know technically there's trees and there's forest here, but it is really cool. You don't normally see them on open plains like that. We move. Oh. There we go. But no, yeah, there's so much water in this world. There really is, like, the waterways, the shores, and the hills. There is something so pretty about this generation. Like, especially with all the trees growing alongside the hills, along the waterways. Like, it's the kind of funky generation that you'd think I did, like, large biomes or something, and I didn't. It's just how it turned out. Touch me out. It really did. It was just like, yep, all right, here we go. And I just kept doing random, like, seeds. Ooh. It's like, all right, minimal terraforming needed. Like, look at these cliff sides. It's so pretty. The mountains and cliff sides. Minimal terraforming. Terraforming only needed for Camel Sanctuary, and that's because it is massive. And the sanctuary in and of itself is kind of an inherent, well, of course you're gonna need to terraform. Sanctuary itself is something that requires terraforming. The trade-off was no deserts. Exactly right. The trade-off was no deserts for 25,000 blocks. I cannot believe how far away that thing was. Absolutely stunning hills, rolling hills, the most beautiful scenery you've ever seen in your life. The trade-off, absolutely no deserts allowed. Oh wow, that's a pretty interesting little... I think I've been down there though. No, it looks dark. Well, unfortunately, my inventory is full of sand. 557, -168. Let me actually... I'll type that so I can come back to there. That seems like a really good one to explore here. That might be a good cave. Oh, that is crazy, Ridge. A woodland mansion that close. That's really cool. Woodland mansions are one of those things that's like, you never find them. Unless it's by complete happenstance like that, and then it's just like, whoa, how... That's like so lucky, it's crazy. It's absolutely awesome. Okay, there we are. It's like, there's our village, I see it. It's over there. Time to go drop off all of these resources, the sand, and then we will head back out. To that cave, because it looked very promising. We do need to get back underground. Oh no. Yeah, that would scare me too, especially just because of how populated they are. It's like, oh, this, if you're just looking for somewhere, it's like, that's the very beginning. You're looking for somewhere to build, you're not set up at all. It's like, oh no, I'm in danger. I need to get out of here. It's like, I imagine it was something similar to my reaction every time I go deep enough in a cave, and then I'm like, I'm staring at the deep and dark again. Why is there so much skulk in this world? In every world that I touch, quite frankly. Okay. Let me drop off the sand, because that's going to be the vast majority of this. Drop this off over at our sanctuary spot here. The wandering trader still being there is so funny to me. Exactly, Ridge. I'm in danger. Man, look at all those sand. That's nice. Very pleased. Okay. Let's get all of this tucked away into the base. Put the cooked chicken there. Potato away. I don't think there's anything else there that needs to go in. Oh, actually, apple. There we go. That is an excellent question. I would have to look into how to do them, honestly, because I know that they can mess you up big time. I am not a redstoner. A redstoner not, am I? The sand duper scares me a little bit. And be like, oh no, there goes our forever world. Just not to say that it's impossible, just to say that it's not likely for a while. Because it does make sense. It's so far away. But there is a lot of sand that's just kind of out there in pockets, and it's not too much of a hindrance, at least as of now. Okay. Put this away. More diamonds, rock harper. Put you in here. Gunpowder. Plate. Okay. I do not need all of that iron with me. Put you in there. Ooh, I hope that's going well, Ridge. No, yeah, it's like I definitely feel like redstone inevitably is going to be something that I need to learn more about. But I have always been a very, very survival-oriented, just go out and find things player. Especially because I like the exploring aspect a lot. So it's like, ugh, I don't know. The most complex I ever got with redstone was like, you know, sticky piston doors. To make a little secret entrance to my base way back when. And I probably, it's like Moth made this really fun incinerator once. But that's about it. 550 negative 164. There we go. Nighttime. Okay. It's this way. I love my high energy Vocaloid playlist. It's hard to tell that it's like I don't feel currently like, oh yeah, I didn't sleep until, but like, you know, 5 hours last night. I don't feel it. I'm just vibing. I'm having a great time. It's like, it doesn't feel like I went to bed at 1 a.m. I feel great. I'm just vibing. Man, this is a really pretty underwater cave. Okay, bit more this way. Yes. -50, -164. There we go. Oh, this is so funny. This little path here. This is when I led llamas back home. Little noodle caves. But sometimes there's exposed iron even in little noodle caves, so I shall go down here and venture and see. Before we get to our big cave. Okay, yeah. Nothing down there. There it is. This is what I was looking for. This looks interesting. Promising. I will say, and I will always say, I think it's really silly that you get caught on fire by mobs burning in the daylight. I think that's really, really silly. That's my only gripe with mob combat, like, genuinely. Especially now that they fixed the baby zombies so that they're not so, you know. Though, to be fair, I have not updated to that. They're still very extremely hostile here. And very, very dangerous. Because a lot of my mods have not updated. Or if they have, they skipped over that one update to go straight to the sulfur. It's like, ooh. Oh yeah, next crit. Beautiful. This might not even be a proper cave. It's just a weird little underneath. But it looks really cool. It looked so promising. Yeah, but there might be some on the other way, to be fair. There might be going down the other way, perhaps. This looks like it goes down pretty deep. Actually, no, it looks like it might just go down the water. It's okay, we could just go a different direction. So, yeah. Not quite at the point of underwater caving here. Well, that was a bust. Oh well, many such cases. That just means we get to explore further. Ow. There we go. Let's move. So I don't want to just go the same way we've already gone out that way. It's time to head in a different direction a bit. Oh, it's a wandering trader. I thought I heard somebody. I was like, who? I could get a bunch of emeralds. Yeah? Ah, only a couple. Well, that's lame. Okay. Nothing else that's really of use to me, sir. Be on your way. Let's head southwest. Oh, hello. There we go. Wipe them out real fast. None of that. I always love pillager raids. There's just something so funny about looking up and just seeing those guys there. It's like, hmm. Let's see. What's about? Come on. It's getting dark. I know it. There we go. Let me sleep so we may move. I really don't need more of these. Let's just venture southwest and see what's out here. That's a fun combination, but that doesn't really look like. Maybe? It might go down into a little bit of one. We can poke our heads in and find out. No. This way a little? No. Let's go find a cave. There's so much to see. Man, these mountains are so pretty. I can't get over it. The Caves and Cliffs update was one of the best things that ever happened to Minecraft. The terrain diversity is just beautiful. Like, look at those mountains. It's just so, so pretty. These stone, like, snow-covered peaks of... And yeah, exactly, Rich. It just breathes so much life back into it. Like, it is beautiful. It's a large part of what got me back into it. Seeing all those new caves and stuff, I was like, ooh, that seems really exciting and fun to explore. I want to go back and play Minecraft again. And now here I am. Is that a village that I've not been to? There's so many villages in this world. And yep, it's another village that I haven't been to yet because I see hay bales up there. Honestly, I do like the pumpkins because Farmer's Light makes them so much more useful, but because I am primarily caving, I think I'll stick to just the hay bales and readily available, accessible food. I thought about it real hard, but nah. Better to not, I think. Hello, villagers. Yep, more hay bales. I will say one thing that I think is honestly both really interesting and really fun is that there are so many villages now. Used to be so hard to find any at all. Now it feels like you're tripping over them. And while there was something cool about being like what felt like the only person in the world at all, it does make the world feel more populated and interesting at the same time. I think there's merits in both. But I do like that they did it. Ultimately. I think it'll be cool to see even more villages, like, over time. Other biome villages. Like, can you imagine with the upcoming, like, the current snapshot, can you imagine a village in the poplar area? Like, the autumnal villages would be really cool. I will never not be, I am ecstatic about the wool stairs and slabs and stuff. And it gives me really, really big hopes that maybe someday, eventually, it might take a long time, but perhaps, maybe, just maybe, I will get my terracotta stairs and slabs and such. Because there's a lore build that I have that I would have really, really liked to use terracotta for in place of a different block. It fits it better. It also just looks better. But because there's no slabs, I could not. Because I needed to be able to do the blending that way. And it looks weird. It's too different from any other log. And that's part of my, it's like the terracottas. It's one of those, you have to be really careful how you use it because there's just so different shading wise. There's absolutely ways to use them still, but I'm like, please give me more ways to use them. I want to use them. That doesn't really look like a cave to me. Nothing that's really gonna be worth going all the way down there for. Hello, sheepies. Right, terracotta stairs would be just so good. Like, just being able to blend it with statues and stuff. Like, it would add so much diversity to what they can be used for. Genuinely immense difference. And it could have been a pattern issue that they were struggling with. If they have found a way to do it because of the wool stuff, then I would be ecstatic. And thank you all for sticking through the ads. I hugely appreciate you for those who stayed. Okay, let's see. Bouncing around. Hello, puppies. Speaking of puppies, I know that I talk about my dogs all the time, but that's because I love them to death. But it was really funny because last night, while I was actively making, I wouldn't say poor life decisions because I had a lot of fun playing Jackbox with my friends. But while I was staying up far too late, especially knowing that I had a morning stream, the dogs were actively protesting the whole time in a way that was really, really hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Luna crying at the door, Cosmo laying across my feet underneath the desk, just huffed and sleeping there. They both wanted to go to bed so badly, but they're like, we're not dinning together. We all have to, because for all that it's like Luna sleeps in bed with us because she prefers to, and Cosmo sleeps in his crate because he prefers to. He doesn't really like to sleep in the bed with us, not even for naps. We've tried to let him. He's not a fan of it. But he doesn't, like, other than, he'll go down for naps fairly well if he's really cranky tired, but at night he wants us to go sleep with him. Like, even if he's in his crate, he wants us to be in the room. It's like, we've got to den together, and they get really mad when you don't. We're beholden to puppy bedtime. It's really funny. Nothing to fix your sleep schedule like a couple of dogs that would be sorely disappointed if you didn't go to bed. It's like, all right. If we must go to bed now, we shall. So be it. They're spoiled rotten, but I love them. Oh, hey, look, it's more sand. That's a big beach. Ow. Oh, hello. A tree in a lava pit. That was an unfortunate spawn there for you, bud. Well, I guess. Why are Why does everywhere I go the world is on fire? There are so many lava pits in this world that just are really unfortunately like spawned. And it really is. It's super cute. It's adorable, and I like it's hard to say no to their little faces. And it's so nice to have. Like, is this a desert? I don't think so. F3, F6. No, yeah, it's a beach. But no, yeah, it is a lot easier to keep to certain schedules and stuff with animals. I will not even begin to like sugarcoat that. It really is. Like, it's a lot easier. For all that they come with their trials and tribulations, it's 100% worth it to me. It makes it much easier to keep to like, oh boy, will they let you know? Like, there's certain streams, like my evening streams, on if Moth is not off on those days. There are times it's like that's the only stream there. Sometimes I just have to pause in the middle of it for like 10-15 minutes because oh boy will Cosmo especially let you know, excuse me, it's dinner time. Because if you do not give him 5 p.m. dinner time, then you are clearly trying to starve the Cosmo. And it's just really funny. It's like, buddy, you're fine. Especially you eat twice a day. Luna prefers to eat hers all at once, and he wants to eat a little bit in the morning, a little bit at night. So we do it twice. Because after, I was like, oh, he loves food so much after puppy stuff, and them needing to eat smaller increments. Ah, hold on. Sorry, guys. I don't know what made that go back over to the starting student screen. He's on a strict routine, exactly. He's like, excuse me, it is time for me to eat. Let me see. There we go. That was weird. He's on a very strict routine. He's like, excuse me, it's 5 p.m. But no, yeah, as a puppy, you have to feed them a lot more often in smaller bits. So it was one of those, I'm like, oh, I got him down from 3 meals to 2, and that was hard enough. I was like, there is absolutely no way he wants to eat all at once, which is fine. Typically, I prefer to do twice a day feedings anyway, but because it's better for their tummies. Luna's just funny about food. Not gonna lie, the leather boots are really helpful with the mountains and stuff that are around. I keep forgetting to take them with me. I do love that this might just turn into raiding of another village and gathering all the sand on this beach and going back again. It's like I'm trying so hard to find caves and I just keep finding sand instead. One before, it's like I was trying to find sand and I kept finding caves. It's always what you're not looking for. Oh, hold on. Perhaps the best of both worlds? But no, yeah, he's on a very strict routine. He knows what time he's supposed to be eating dinner, and he gets really, really mad if he's not eating dinner at that time. He's like, excuse me, you're not upholding your end of the bargain. Yeah, it looks like this might actually be a bit of a cave. It's not, like, crazy, but I can set my spawn before going any further, just in case. Just in case it does get crazier. And then I'll go back up, and with whatever I do not get, I will just collect sand with the rest of my inventory space. Here. Let's see. More iron, yay! Yeah, it looks like it's just this tiny little shrimp noodle cave here. But there's more iron, and we take those. A win is a win. A win is a win. Okay. No, yeah, I will say it's gonna be very interesting to see him react to the new puppy whenever she comes into the family. Like, I know he's gonna do well with her, but it's gonna be funny to see him adjust to adjustments in his routine specifically. He's gonna be like, what is this? Why? I have a feeling he's not gonna be a huge fan of watching another puppy eat multiple times a day, especially because that's gonna be such a big puppy and she's gonna have to extra eat multiple times a day, even as a bigger dog, because otherwise that could twist her tummy. Welcome in, Ellie. I hope you're doing well today. Hey, it's not a problem. You missed most of our like actual caving. To be fair, it's like I'm kind of looking for more caves still, but I keep finding sand caches instead. And I'm like, well, I need to gather this for the like the camel sanctuary. So I end up filling my inventory with sand and then having to go back anyway. But we found 6 diamonds, about a stack of iron, and stumbled into the deep dark again. Got to the point where the shrieker had been set off twice, and I was like, all right, it's time to bail. There we go. The kind of beachside village here is really cool, actually. I will say I'm a fan. But yeah, this is so much sand. Hello? So much sand, actually, that I'm gonna make a quick note of it on my phone so that if we end up needing more sand, that we can come back here, because there's no way we're gonna be able to get all the sand in here. Sand! Because this is actually not very far away. This is a good go back and get sand here place. 530, 64. Welcome in, RJ Boss. Hope you're doing well today. No, yeah, I'm really excited to like actually be able to work a lot more on camels. Very excited about that. You can ask. Can't guarantee that I'll answer depending on what it is, but I'm not opposed to a question. Hit me with it. Go ahead. Any movies from this year? I'm normally not a super huge go out and see movies person, but I did watch The Sheep Detectives. I really liked it. I thought it was cute. Perhaps a little unnecessarily sad. It was absolutely not a comedy and should not have been labeled as one. But it wasn't a bad movie. I liked it a lot. All the sand. Just so much sand. All the sand one could possibly want. But yeah, I'll make sure to head out in a different direction so we can hopefully do some more actual caving. But for now, while I'm here, I might as well gather sand and then before going back. So we really are just gonna need so much of it. That for a second, that scared me. Not getting jump scared by the shader shadows. I was just like, what is behind me? There we go. I'm glad to know that I'm not alone in that bridge. But no, yeah, it's just like, whoa. sudden drastic stretch of shadow. It was like, did like a group of pillagers spawn behind me? Ah, I can fix that. Hold on. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. Let me know if that's any better, if I need to make it quieter. I think this song, to be fair, is a little bit louder than a lot of the other ones have been. But I know sometimes it's weird with music volume. It's like I also adjusted my volume to keep me from peaking quite as much and cutting out. So I had to turn down my output gain just a tiny little bit. So everything's going to be a little out of balance. If it needs to be adjusted further, just let me know. It's not a big deal. Does not take long. Hey, no problem at all, Ellie. That's exactly the sort of thing I want you guys to tell me if there's something wrong with the audio mixing, especially because it can be so hard to balance not live. There's something off. I will fix it promptly. I'm more than happy to do that. There we go. All this sand. But yeah, it's really, really easy for me to adjust sound settings on the fly, especially because I use an audio, like a digital audio mixer. So even if I wanted to listen to music louder, I could literally just turn down the stream volume so that you guys aren't hearing it quite as loud. It is no big deal. Yeah, exactly. It's very handy. Like sometimes I'll need a game volume louder or something, you know, for audio cues for me. But if it be too loud for you guys because you can't hear me properly, then it's like, well, let me just adjust it on your end. Almost another full inventory of sand, and then we venture back. And I have marked the spot, just all capital sand in my notes. So I know where to get more whenever we run out. If /when I might actually end up having enough sand to just straight up build the thing, which would be really funny. But if not, it will be very easy to get back here and get more. But yeah, with all the villages that spawn now, it really is interesting to see the weirder generations of them, like them spawning on mountainsides, them spawning like here with the beach being right here and some houses being beachside. It's really fascinating to see how the biome bleeds. I mean, come on, our whole Cherry Blossom Village was started on that idea because it's like, oh, there's like technically it's a plains village, yes, but it spawned the majority in cherry biome. So that's really cool. It's cool to see how the interactions work with generating structures. Okay. I'm almost at the point where I need to. We're about to be making our journey back for too much longer. That's it. So I'll just put the crafting table, place it with my bed before heading back. Tunneling around. There we go. Oh, I have another. I have iron still. I could do more. I could do another snack. I need to make another shovel. Almost certainly. But I'll be ready. There we go. One more shovel. Put that away. Put that away. Grab my bed. A tiny bit more here. And then I will be good to go back. There we go. Let's make our trek back. Which is going to be this way. This way. Both numbers got to go down. There we go. Before we go too far, I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. And that's a reminder to all of you guys as well to stay hydrated. Because, oh boy, we're going to be experiencing a heat wave over the next few days, and I'm not looking forward to that. We've got a heat advisory warning. Like, it's bad. Not very fun weather to be taking the dogs to get groomed in, but alas. At least most of that is just a car ride. I know Cosmo's not going to be happy. Poor boy is not going to want to go on a walk. He's going to make it difficult. Because he's really not, like, it doesn't get hot here very much. We're going to be up in, like, it's nothing as bad as some areas have been, but it's going to be like 95 with high humidity, and there's a storm front coming in, so it's not great. And then it's normally, we're a very cold area. Because, I mean, we're in Ohio. We get snow and stuff all the time. And Cosmo is very much a dog who loves the snow and hates it when it's really hot. And Celsius, not off the top of my head, but I could do a conversion for it in a second. Hold on. Let me get to a point here where we can pause. Okay, hold on. I can whip out the converter real quick. Thank you. I appreciate you, Rich. Yeah, 35C. It's going to be quite toasty. And it is not going to be fun for a fluffy puppo. And this is precisely where I got the leather boots. But no, yeah, it's gonna be very warm. And I mean, Cosmo loves getting groomed, so that'll probably make it worth it. He loves bath day. He likes baths in general. One time we were trying to give him just a little partial bath because he got messy, and like it was a very specific, like he had an upset tummy, he pooped on himself, I needed to wash his butt, but he threw a teetotal tantrum and would not get out of the shower until we gave him a full bath, which is really funny. Oh, that's really cool, Ridge. And hey, I appreciate it. It's always good to have on hand. It's like I'm very quick to whip out the converter and do it. It's just harder when you're trucking. trekking along here. It's like, don't get me wrong. I honestly wish that we just use the same. It would make life so much easier. Oh no, Serbian warrior, this is so hot. Make sure you take care of yourself and stay hydrated. That is so warm. Whew. Oh, there's the Enderman that I saw earlier. But yeah, make sure you are careful. That is really warm. Just watching that Enderman scoot along down there is really funny to me. Also, apologies if you hear any barking. I don't think you will. But Cosmo just woke up from his nap. And so he's being loud about it. Moth is taking care of him. He's like, all right, it's time to go potty right now. And he's very vocal about when he wants you to take him outside. I've never met a dog that communicates so clearly in my life. It's beautiful. He's like, hey, excuse me. Attention to me, please. I want to go outside right now. I've been sleeping like a good boy. It's not even like he had to go take a nap during stream today because Moth's home. He just wanted to. He was cranky. He wanted to sleep. They're like, we went to bed so late last night. Oh, hey, look at that. Exposed iron. There we go. Right. And yeah, I feel you, Ridge. I really do. Because I'm also obviously in the Midwest. It's like the heat wave is nasty. It is oof. Like I'm probably after stream. It's getting it. The how we keep it so cool in here, and it really does feel nice. But between the computer and everything, even with my ceiling fan on in here, it feels a little warm. It's like, oh, ow. It gives one a headache just how warm it is. We're baking. We're all baking. It's getting way too hot. Post-stream self-care might just be a couple ibuprofen and some Italian ice on top of the line. But it's really not bad. It's just like, oh, why is it so hot? Honestly, depending on the severity of the storms that are coming, there might be a few days where I'm not able to stream just from connectivity stuff. We'll have to find out. That'll be one of those. I'll have to keep an eye on just how bad the storms are. Things. I don't want to not stream. Especially because what else am I going to do with it absolutely coming down outside? But even if I do, it's like there might be a power outage at some point, depending. It's like, well, we'll find out. find out how that goes as it gets a bit closer. But I'm really looking forward to, it's like, I love my, there's so much I need to do. It's like I need to get on Treehouse SMP and show you guys around all the builds and stuff. I've got to do some stuff in Nukri SMP. Like I need to build a house. I need to figure out a house in like Matica there. So I can at least get the resources together for it. I need to create a creative world to test it around. And then it's like there's the camel sanctuary. We're doing a lot. And then Wednesday's dredge. I'm looking forward to dredge. But yes, Rich, I will make sure I stay safe. Not to worry. We stocked up on groceries. Nothing like, it's not like, you know, stocking up before snow. We just went and got groceries recently. And yes, exactly. So you came in at the perfect time. We were talking about the heat wave that's rolling through the Midwest right now. Not quite as bad as it is for you, but like about 5 degrees Celsius less. There's a lot of humidity with it though, because there's a big storm front. Yeah, Europe, everywhere is just like, it's almost as if the whole world is getting hotter. It's almost as if we knew this was gonna happen. And companies decided they didn't care. Anyway, but no, yeah, it's getting real warm, real bad everywhere. Oh no, sir. It's so hard to do anything for a birthday in the middle of the summer, honestly. August 7th. At least that's towards the tail end of summer, but still, it's not gonna be pleasant. It's still probably gonna be pretty warm. Oh. Time to drop off a bunch of stuff again. Oh wow, that's a big one, yeah. It only starts feeling weirder. Like I turned 27 this year and I'm like, ugh. No problem, Ridge. Good luck with the preparations and packing everything for your trip. Travel safe again, just in case we don't see each other before then. And I will have a good rest of the stream. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I think I'm gonna keep the leather boots. Now that I have an actual decent supply of iron, I don't need to keep the I don't need to keep the diamond tools. And that is very fair, sir. Yeah, it's one of those things that if it gets to a certain degree of hot, that it's like, well, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Just straight up. It depends on how warm it gets inside. It shouldn't be too bad, but houses here really hold on to that heat. We live in a colder area. It's not meant to be this warm. Oh, Cosmo is mad. You tell him, bud. I'll be out in a little while, bud. You're fine. You've got your other mama. And oh yeah, I'm gonna make a blast furnace eventually. But it's not like it's exactly hard. I was just like, I'm just tossing that in before I leave again, so I'm not super worried about how long it takes. Going back out to search for more ores and such. Caving time. Hello, villagers. I do love, like, how did you get yourself into this situation, sir? He's aura farming up there. That's all it is. Yeah, the barking puppy. But no, yeah, a fan definitely sounds like a good idea, sir. Especially in that kind of heat. It'll make your life a lot easier. And maybe, like you said, maybe just maybe you'll be able to get back to streaming again. It's always nice when you're able to get back to that. Like, man, it was not fun when I couldn't stream for 3 months. It wasn't even my, like, again, like you, it was forces outside of my control. Cannot believe that door guy. Okay. Get more iron. Beautiful. Honestly, realistically, sir, speaking as someone who is just generally bigger and is built to be, it's probably genetics. Your body sometimes has a set weight that it really wants to be at, and it gets to that point, it doesn't deviate it from it all that much. And that varies from person to person. Generally, it's better to just listen to whatever your body is telling you. If you're hungry, eat, you know? If you're tired, stop, take a break. That's not to say you can't, you know, work on yourself if that's something you really want to do. But a lot of people go about it in a really unhealthy way, so you've got to be careful about it. Oh, congratulations! I'm glad your sister passed her driving test. That's exciting news. What in the world is that? Like, you'd think that was something dug by a person, but it's not. That's really weird. Yeah, natural state. Exactly. I was like, huh? What is that? I don't have Herobrine mod installed. What is that? Why is that here? I intend on taking a poke down there in just a little bit. I'm like, huh? That's a very odd formation there. Ow. All right. Before I go too much deeper, actually, I'm gonna set up my bed up here. Oh no! Good luck with your driving test when you can take it. I believe in you. You've got this. Ooh, that is a long time between tests. You must be busy or really, really struggle to keep up with the paperwork. Hey, there's something you don't see in caves every day. Like, thing. You really don't see that many spiders. What is around here? This is a decent sized cave. Hello, it's another spider. Same, honestly. I have always been a lover of fall and winter and the warmer months. It's like, no, no, thank you. I don't want anything to do with it. Like, even when I was young and that's the time we got off and stuff, it's like, no. Yeah, exactly. I feel you. Oh, congratulations, Ella. You're getting close. And autumn is actually the one we call fall. Unless it, obviously there's different parts of the world. It happens at different times. But the equivalent would be fall, which is a funny name, and I'm not sure how it came to be known as that, honestly. Autumn's better. But yeah, congrats again, Ellie. VIP. We've got some people getting close. You and Alora, I think, have both mentioned that you're getting close, like 1/4 of the way there. Which is a solid chunk. Oh, I'm not getting cold because I have a lot. And I mean a lot. And it would be eating through my pickaxes for no reason. Mostly. Specifically searching for iron. I'm glad that the puppies were good about going potty. They're just like, all right, time to go back to bed. That's funny though. Back to nap time. Too warm. And yeah, I might grab some on my way out. I'm just trying to be sparing about my inventory space, especially because I have coal with me to make more torches. I'll probably replace the coal that I'm about to have to make into torches. So it's not a bad shout. There we go. I'll gather some of the coal over here. Just so that I have more coal to make more torches. But let's see here. Oh. Well, I don't know that I like that. Not really, it doesn't matter. It's just funny. Like, okay, it was just another noodle cave, it looks like. It doesn't look like it's an actual cave. Disappointing. Okay. We're back to almost having the same amount as we did before. So that's nice. Grab this bit. And we should be good on coal for a bit. But no, yeah, we have like, I think 6 stacks of coal back home, not counting what's in the furnaces. And so many caves around that are just flush with it too, still. It's like, a little bit more. Grab this little cache here. And I think it doesn't really seem to go all that much further. Not that I can see. I will have to check. Okay, 2 more. Now I've got another stack of it. I'm good. For sure good. That's just asking to spawn stuff. Not a problem, sir, but hope you have a wonderful day. You know, cool down from that nasty heat. Have the best day you can, all things considered. Get some rest, take care of yourself, and I'll see you around. Okay. Mhm. The way I keep picking up eggs. Oh, what? What? Oh. Oh, there's torches down there. Unless that's lava. I think I've already explored down there. We'll find out. Because this is like literally right by my base. That's why I was like, how did I not explore that other cave? Let's see. Take a quick peek around. Yeah, I've been. I love leaving torch trails places. It's like, yep, okay, no point in going back there. I'm good. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to readjust my headset a bit. There we go. Anyways, there is actually a funny story I can tell you guys. The other day in our backyard, it's like we live in an area. It's not uncommon to see groundhogs, right? You know, but we looked up the yard and we're like, that's not a like it was our neighbor's yard just right across the way. That is not a groundhog. That's way too big. We don't live anywhere near water, yet somehow, some way, a beaver has found itself around here. And it's just kind of it's been around for a few days. It's like Cosmo size. There's absolutely no denying that it's a beaver. It's like, what are you doing here? Yeah, a beaver. Like there are beavers in Ohio, but I don't know how it got here specifically. Big man is lost. We're trying to keep an eye out for it. We might have to call a wildlife rescue if we see it again. But it's like we were trying to figure out what in the world, how did it get here? And I'm almost a little worried that there's something wrong with it, like it has distemper or something, because it shouldn't be this far from the water. Like it looked vaguely wet, like it hadn't, like we're not near a big lake or anything. Maybe it was in a river, I don't know, but I don't know how little man got all the way out here. He was like just there. Not a clue. Like, and unfortunately, a part of, you know, people living in so many places is that animals are getting confused about, you know, they can't really have their natural habitats as much anymore. Like, there have been a couple of times where I've seen very confused deer prancing down the sidewalk, like, where am I? What is this place? But let's see what's out over this cave. Yeah, it always makes me feel bad. It's like there's really not anywhere else for them to go, and I know that it's not like they're in any danger from, like, their populations are doing more than fine. It's just like I feel bad seeing them in environments that they're clearly not meant to be in and that they're distressed to be in. It's like, oh, poor little guys. Get out here and get into another cave, see if we can find anything. The stone shores also sometimes have surface iron, so I'm gonna check that real quick. Let's see. Any... It looks like it's mostly just gravel. Row your boat. Hello, Jace. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. We are adventuring and caving, collecting a bunch of iron for camel sanctuary time because we're eating through it with tools. We have been getting a lot of, like, we found a good few sand caches along the way, though. So we've got a bunch of sand to work on the sanctuary for next Forever World stream. I'm very excited for that. And I feel you there, honestly, Jace. It's starting to hit me, the 1 a.m. bedtime, that it was ill-advised, but still ultimately worth it. And the heat is getting kind of rough. I can feel it getting warmer even with the AC on. It's like, oh no. But here's to hoping that you are able to rest soon and that all gets better before too long. We shall persevere. Oh, hello. Why is it that everywhere I go, forest is on fire? This world needs Smokey the Bear. Oh yes, we do have AC. I'm very, very fortunate for that, because without it, I would simply melt into a puddle and pass away, I do fear. Because we went one summer in that garage apartment without AC because it wasn't working properly, and it was an exercise in misery, even with like window units and stuff installed that we did ourselves out of desperation, because it was just so hot. The walls are really, really built to retain heat here too, so it's like, ugh. Yeah. I feel you there, jeez. Less on the European bit. It's like, but still. It's like, I'm big. My fat is made for, you know, helping keep me warm in the winter, and not the heat. Definitely not the heat. That's for sure. But I hope y'all's heat wave eases up soon. I think it's supposed to be getting a little bit better before too much longer, but still, it doesn't make it any better now. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, staying hydrated, and in the shade if you have to go out at all, as much as possible. Venturing out onto the ocean. Because I know for a fact that I've not been exploring any caves that are out in the ocean. Hello. There's a ocean monument down there. Jump scare. There was no need for any of that. I'm not coming over there. But yeah, caves are scary. We wound up tripping straight into the deep dark again. Surprise, surprise, I always seem to find myself in the deep dark. Well, let's go this way then. Little this way. And we went down there, and I was like, all right, I'll risk it, because I wanted to see if I could find not just more iron, but I was like, we can hunt for diamonds while we're down here. There's normally diamonds around where Skulk is. And we did find a few. We got like 6 more. But Then the shrieker was set off twice, and I was like, all right, it's time to bail. It's time to run. Time to go. No, thank you. It's like, I've had quite enough. Thank you, actually. I think I'm good. Man. Mining fatigue for, it's for so long, too. Even when I find the cave, I'm gonna have to mess around for a bit. Be like, okay. I don't need to gather the sand here, thankfully, because I found a really, really massive beach by a village not too far from our big village. So I made sure to know its location down so I can go back and get more there if I need to. You were so real for that, Jace. Honestly, I was like, I know technically I think you can get away with the third one, maybe. I might be wrong. Before it spawns the next time. But like a 3 strikes and then you're out type situation. But all the same, I got to 2 and I was like, all right, it's time to leave. I was just very carefully maneuvering around, trying to get as far as I could, and then it got to the point where it's like, all right, I set off another shrieker, it's time to go. I am no fan of this. I don't want to be here any longer, actually. That's scary. Nothing a lot crazy in there. That's fair, Chase. It's like I've always been a very survival oriented player, so the mobs don't really mess with me that much. But the warden is another matter entirely. I don't do the bosses that very often. It's like, oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good, actually. I think I'll pass. Apologies for the ads, everyone. Please hold tight through them. If you can't, it's no big deal. I don't hold it against you. Oh goodness, breaking my bed with mining fatigue. This is misery. I can't even do it. I'm just gonna chill on the beach with the turtles for a bit, I guess. This mining fatigue. What a mean guardian. There wasn't any need for that. I guess we'll sit here and see what happens first. Mining fatigue running out or me managing to punch my bed. To actually break it. Because it doesn't seem to be making any sort of progress. And I know, right? It's so homophobic. Ads during Pride Month. Shaking my head. Maybe I will manage to break the bed, just barely. But no, yeah. Anyone in ads, they don't need to worry too much. Because I'm literally just sitting here trying to break the bed with mining fatigue to see what happens first, running out or successfully breaking the bed. So boy, it is a snail's crawl. So close, yet so far away. Please. Oh look, it did in fact. Mining fatigue ran out before I managed to break the bed. That's hilarious. A minute and a half of slowly punching that bed before it ends, and then I get to break it. I was close. I think if it had been like another 30 seconds, I probably would have managed it even with mining fatigue, but that's crazy. Mining fatigue is busted. Okay. We did it! Okay, let's see. Let me go this way first. All right. Let's see. Nothing there, really. Any iron? No iron. Big sad. Time to keep looking. All right. Time to scooch around and search. Man, this world is so pretty. The terrain. Terrain is something else. Oh, look at that. That's an underwater cave. Oh my god, everywhere I go, the forest is on fire. This world needs Smokey the Bear almost as badly as it needs more camels. The wildfires are out of control. Hello, puppies. Ooh, look at that mountain over there. Mountain, cave like that. That's always a good spot to find iron. Poking my little head in. What's up here? Iron is up here, is what it is. If nothing else, we got a bit more iron, and that is what we're looking for, so we always take it. Whoop. I mean, that. Ooh, there's a lot of iron here. That's nice. For such a little noodly cave, this is a lot of exposed iron. Very pleased. Thank you, Dripstone Cave. Dripstone Cave on the mountain, you could have never let me down. That was it. That was just a little loot. But I got a ton of iron out of that. Okay. Love to see it. Okay, let's go over to this mountain and see if we can find any other little holes that we can poke our heads into. Ferret out some iron. Making big strides. We are most certainly gonna be ready. Next Forever World stream, we're definitely gonna be ready for the camel sanctuary, and I'm excited about that. Like, even if I have to go get more sand, I found a place to make getting sand easier. It's beautiful. We are so ready. More dripstone. Ooh, that's dicey. I left my bed. So I went out the other way. The good thing is I have not gone far. Apologies, sheep, but this is a bit dire. I need to make a new bed. Alright, we're good. Beautiful. There we go. You're fine. See? No big deal. Just in time. Now we can continue adventuring. Another forest fire. Goodness. Hey, look, there's a I think that's the cave I was in. No, it might be a different one. If it is, I'd like to explore it. Get me out of here. No, yeah, there's no cobblestone pillar up there. It's a different hole in the mountain. Different hole in a mountain. Let's go. Let's find if there's any iron here. Excuse me. Doesn't look like there's anything in this bit. But dripstone caves seem to have an especially large amount of iron, so I'm hopeful that we'll find something useful. Somewhere around. Well, that's just a little outside bit. Nope, there's nothing here either. Oh well. Nothing in this little hole in the wall. We move on. Gonna pause to take a quick sip of water really quick. And that's a reminder to all of you as well. Make sure you get some water, stay hydrated, especially with all the heat waves that are around the world right now. It's very important. You know, honestly, I think I'm gonna head back to base. Because we've got a lot of iron. We've done what we needed to do. And I kind of want to get back and get everything set up so that we can just work on the camel sanctuary right away next time. So I'm going to start making that trek back, I believe. Feels like the move. So let us move. Let us go. Because we're getting out a little ways. And we're not finding much in the way of caves out here, though we did find at least a bit more. Move. Let's head south. We go back. Man, all the ocean. Probably gonna get jump scared by one of the guardians at this ocean monument again. But it doesn't matter if we get mining fatigue this time. We're not trying to get anything. Hey, look at that. Managed to avoid it. At least most of this journey was over seas. Boat travel is so much faster. I stuck to the waterways like they were my savior on my way back with the camels off screen, because otherwise it would have taken an eternity to lead 2 camels back 5,000 blocks. And even with the waterways, it took me like 4 or 5 hours. It took a while, but it was worth it. And I'm very excited to get the sanctuary built for them. A little bit more this way. There we go. Straighten out, even though it's Pride Month, and that's very hard for me to do. Not go strictly south. I can balance, right? There's always just a little off with boating. It's really funny. Boating is for the gays. Oh, hello, Nautilus. All the Nautiluses. And dolphins and such. We're almost back to solid land again. And it is honestly kind of wild how fast you move on boat. Waterways make the world go round. So otherwise it would have taken an eternity to travel that far. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shoot through this channel actually. Travel by waterway as much as I can just to get back faster for you guys. So we can get everything put away and ready for next time. Here we go. This way. Hmm. Time for some late night boating because we're not gonna stop till we get back. I'm not so worried about drowned when I can move at the typical boat clip. Okay, we're gonna have to cut over land. It's very quickly. The shore. Go to sleep. So we're getting too far from where we need to be going. All right, let's go. The stony shores. Any last minute iron you want to give me? Any exposed iron? Lots of copper and coal, but I'm not really seeing any iron. It's another forest fire. It never ends. The forests are all just up in flames. It feels a little apt right now with the heat waves. Minecraft is trying to make a point. Before this world, I have never consistently had a world that just there's a forest on fire every time I load a new chunk for some reason. Leather booties equipped. Let's go. Cross the mountain. We're there. I can see it on our thing. Our mini map. We are there. I do love that the Camel Sanctuary is also proving to be a very, very, very distinct landmark. The second you see that sand, it's like, yes. In a world with so little sand, it's immediately noticeable. Eee. There we go. All right, we did it. We're back. Okay. Let's go back to base. Do a couple of quick little housekeeping things. Then we'll raid out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today, by the way. It's been a lot of fun. Appreciate you all being here. Okay, let's see. Cobblestone. Dirt. Take my 2 extra sand. The iron there. Almost got a full stack. Well, we do have over full stack because I have some on me. Which should be enough for the tools. That way it's not like we're going too crazy with it. We don't really need wooden planks, I don't think. Welcome in, Ceruleum. Hope you're doing well today. Okay. Don't need more than a single thing of arrows. We'll put those away. This can go there. I'll have this on me. So I can actually write that before the next time I do it. There we go. All right. Stuff here, and we'll be prepped for next time. Just a couple more pieces of sand. I will tuck this back into there. Same with that. All right, never mind. return that real fast. It's a little silly, but alas. Won't take but a moment. Rice, sorry to startle you, little armadillos. Came tearing in here. Okay, scoops. Throw those in there too. Here we go. Beautiful. Everything's done. There we go. Alrighty, everyone. That'll be it for today's stream. Thank you again for hanging out. Really appreciate you. We got a lot done today. Lots of caving. Went toe to toe a bit with the deep dark just to see if we could manage it. And we got some stuff before we head to Vale. And hey, next time we get to actually work more on this camel sanctuary now that we have so much sand. Thank you guys for coming out, and let's figure out who we're going to raid into. Hopefully Acorn is live, and that will be the easy answer. Of course, thank you, Ellie, for being here. I appreciate you. Let's see. Do the raid messages here. Raid all for those without subs, and raid sub for those who have access to the emojis. Raid channel. Yes, Acorn is live. Beautiful. Let's go. We're going to raid into Acorn, who is doing some Instant CI fishing today. Fishing before Fish Gaming Wednesday were being spoiled. Alrighty, let's go. Thank you guys.